while people were dying in Gaza, while Israeli civilians are being murdered, raped, and held hostages by Hamas terrorist organization, around the world, Mr. Muslims were just getting rich. Not a few $100s, not covering expenses, but millions. When I first heard this, I was just like, no, this must be rumor. Yet, there are IRS documents. Human Appeals 2024, Forum 990, page 33, legally required, publicly filed. One name, Khaled Beydoun. Total raised $7,120,440. Paid directly to him $2,040,887. So it's over $2 million. That's almost 30%. 1/3 of all that fund is being raised, is being paid Mr. Khaled. Before you say, oh, yeah, this is all charity, all that kind of thing. Think about it. Almost 1 out of every $3 went to the Mr. Khaled, Mr. Muslim. 1 out of every $3. Seriously, think about it. Why does tragedy requires 30% cut? I shouldn't be asking that question. This was not a voluntary work. This was a professional fundraising paid at the extraordinary level. Oh, but, well, rest is going to go to the charity, right? That 5 million something. That is simply wrong framing. So the charity retained $5,079,559. And even that is not what is going to go to Gaza. Because if you think about it, these charities doesn't operate free, right? They have to pay for staff salary. They have to pay for the expenses. They have to cover the administrative. They have got logistics. They have got legal fees. They've got operation fees. Only what remains after that goes to the cause. Muslims around the world, as well as leftists and then Vox, believed that they were supporting. So money from Muslims, money from leftists, money from Vogue is not funding Gaza first. It is simply funding the payroll first. Let me just remind you who this person is. So he is not someone who is desperate man. Khaled Beydoun has 2.9 million followers online. He is a law professor, a lawyer, an author, publicly promotes lifestyle and career. So if he had taken $0, he and his family wouldn't be homeless. He and his loved ones wouldn't go hungry. He wouldn't be unemployed. This is not a survival. This is just a profit. Let me bring something else to our attention. So while money is being raised, fundraising relied on emotional manipulation. There were clips and pictures were circulating around, and those are intentionally designed to bypass reason and trigger guilt. And even some of those contents are being flagged as videos are done or pictures are done by AI. That is the very similar thing what is done during the COVID. So you don't do that when you are confident in transparency. You do that when emotions is your business model. And this is not just one of the case. War creates victims and it creates business. Donations, flags, slogans, even those tea towels, people who were going out and screaming their sympathy to Hamas terrorist organization. All those tea towels is just for business. Suffering turned into marketplace. And this is $1 million monetization of tragedy. If someone becomes a millionaire while civilians are being buried, this is not sympathizing with civilians. This is not supporting them. This is not a charity. This is simply exploitation. You've got to ask questions because grief should not be a revenue stream. While Mr. Muslims are doing this all around, I am gently reminded about the God of Bible, you know. God of Bible doesn't profit from suffering. He doesn't take a cut. In Trinity, God is self-giving love, and in Jesus, He doesn't exploit the pain, He enters it. He doesn't get rich from death, He defeats it.